Welcome back. As mentioned, we've got a guest today that is no stranger to the show. Steve Southerland, U.S. Representative, Florida District 2. You're going 90 miles an hour. I usually pass you, or you pass me going in the same direction. I know you are busy, but thanks for taking the time to stop by today.
This is important. You are busy because I see you all over the place. I know we're logging miles, and you're right there at so many of the events we're at. So thank you for letting us come in for a visit.
There's a lot going on. Obviously, you're right in the middle of your campaign right now.
Yep.
I saw you a year ago, and you were sweating a little bit. You tell me now that your things are kind of falling into place, and you've got a lot of things that are going your way. That's obviously good news. Talk a little bit about what's going on with the campaign.
Well, a year ago, we learned that we were going to be a target for the upcoming election, that Mrs. Pelosi had determined who her top 10 targets were going to be. We had not been that before, so, we were new to this process, but we have since, we've put together a good plan for the upcoming election. We've worked extremely hard, and based on the fact that we've done exactly what we promised we would do, that helps with your credibility with the voters of Florida's 2nd Congressional District. So we're going to be ready. We've still got several months to go, but I'll tell you that the people of Florida's 2nd Congressional District are wonderful constituents. They're wonderful people, and they give us an opportunity to tell our story and to talk to them about issues. And right now, that's what we're in the process of doing. We're traveling all over the district, all 4 corners of the district, hearing their concerns, their hopes, and getting their feedback, and it's been very, very positive.
Washington County recently received some good news. The Florida state budget was signed off on by Governor Rick Scott, and we sort of got a couple of really nice perks. We got a brand new elementary school, Kate Smith Elementary, and $9.2 million for a new Washington County courthouse.
Right.
We had a situation where judges were waiting in their cars outside of temporary courthouses. Right. A bad situation. I know that you were aware of that situation.
We came up several months ago, toured the courthouse just to see some of the challenges. We learned about the judges having to wait out in their cars, really a security issue for their safety, and also the safety of the citizens that were either testifying or members of families that were in a dispute. I mean, it was really a bad situation. So we put on our masks and we went into the old facility. We toured it from top to bottom. We saw the leaks, we saw the mold, we saw the dangers, and really how the citizens, were put in peril, as well as those of the judiciary were put in peril because of the facility. So look, we were really pleased with the governor's decision, the legislature's decision, and the signing off. I know Marty Coley worked extremely hard. I know that Senator Gates worked hard. I know that the governor's signing off on it. So look, I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great addition. And the school, you made reference to the school. That's always exciting for a community too. Our education system obviously, can always use that attention, and so some good gets, I think, for this area.
Both of those situations in no way being able to be painted as pork. Obviously, the courthouse had been condemned. School should have been. They were both 1,000 years old in dog years. Well used, and certainly a lot of people haven't gone through those. An old friend of yours, Harold Basil, took over as interim clerk of court here in Washington County due to Linda Cook's illness and subsequent passing. He's been doing a great job. It's been really nice to see Harold up here. As a long-time Bay County resident, I feel like I'm more at home up here with Harold here. He's done a great job with the transition, and we're looking at an election coming up in November to determine that new clerk of court. Right. So Harold's been a wonderful asset. Yeah,
he's very capable. Obviously did just a fabulous job serving in that post in Bay County. Very well respected, and always was elected by enormous margin margins in Bay County. So he brings a base of knowledge that I think has been good in this transition, and I think that the county has embraced him. He knew that they know that he was here just to help, to get them to pass the baton to the new clerk. And he went with us on the tour when we toured the old facility, and we looked at the facade and how the facade was falling. It was really a physical danger area. So he's done a good job. He's done a good job.
I think the final blow was that 700-pound chunk of concrete falling on the ADA ramp.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Harold wasn't looking for a job.
No.
He's been happily retired, and nobody told him he wasn't going to have a courthouse when he got here.
Right.
So he got kind of snuckered in there a little bit, but he's done a great job. You mentioned Wayne Lindsay a little while ago in the pre-show just this week. Governor Rick Scott visiting Panama City, the old Coca-Cola building being remodeled into ink tracks, and Wayne and Alan Bentz and a whole bunch of folks there. It was kind of old home week.
Oh yeah. Well, Wayne does a great job. Everybody likes Sonny's and enjoys Sonny's, and so Wayne saw him this morning. He also serves on the chamber board, and we had meetings this morning down in Bay County with the chamber board. So yeah, I knew the governor was in town. Obviously, Alan Bentz is no stranger to this area. Served us very well in the legislature and as our Speaker of the House. So yeah, and anytime you take an old building, a building that has got some historical presence in a community, and you preserve it, and you're able to keep it and then convert it on the inside, modernize it to where you kind of mesh the old with the new. I think it's a neat thing, and it's new jobs. It's going to be good for our economy, and so real positive.
Well, small business and jobs being the subject of that visit by the governor.
Yep.
And as they pointed out, they went from 6,000 feet to 16,000 feet.
Right.
And the interesting thing is that all of those employees have to eat lunch. They're going to buy bread and milk and gasoline before they go home.
Right.
So part of that economic development that you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about what our region is doing. I'm so proud being a resident here my whole life, being a part of a family that has lived in the district for 200 years. I am very proud of how our district and the counties are thinking more regionally. They're realizing that in difficult economic times, we don't have the benefit of all being able to think as individual silos. So what we're doing is we're going after economic development that is positive for a region. I think our airport was probably the best example of that, and I think we're going to continue to see that, trying to recruit large businesses to come somewhere in our region, whether they come to Jackson County or whether they come to Gadsden County or Calhoun or even Bay, that the whole region benefits because of their presence. So look, we've got some good infrastructure dollars this year from the legislature. So just the corridor that connects Chipley down to Bay County, down to Panama City, and our transportation needs are being addressed, which makes our district somewhat smaller because people can move from A to B quicker. And that means that people that live in one community might very well work in another community because of the speed to get there. And that's good. So it's good for all of our region.